wish that people of color would take some responsibility for their own actions.
The damage is devastating and disgusting. Floors wet with backed up sewage, a 150-year-old piano destroyed, broken windows, and the pool littered with debris.
Wow, bro.
Okay. Bro, what are you talking about? Get money. Yeah.
Before we get back to the show, I want to tell you guys about Shinergy. If you're tired of energy drinks that spike you up, make you jittery, and then crash you later, Shinergy is built differently. Shinergy Day gives you clean, steady energy and focus with natural caffeine from green tea. Shinergy Night helps you wind down so that you can rest and you can wake up clean, not groggy. It's a simple day and night system made with natural ingredients, no sugar spikes, and no synthetic stimulant overload. Go to ShinergyLife.com and try it for yourself. Better energy, better rest, better rhythm. I'm not saying every black person does this, but like, this is what people talking about from way back then to now. Roll it.
New at 5 tonight, a Monroe homeowner says that he fell victim to what he's calling an organized scam that turned his historic mansion into a scene of chaos.
The 7-room estate was left heavily damaged after thousands of people flooded the property for a secret social media promoted pool party. The owner says he believed he was renting the home to a family for the weekend.
Instead, he says it became a viral event that left his property in ruins. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis with the story.
The damage is devastating and disgusting. Floors wet with backed up sewage, a 150-year-old piano destroyed, broken windows, and the pool littered with debris. This is the aftermath of a wild party promoted on the internet at this house in Monroe.
There was smashed glass everywhere, garbage everywhere. When I drove by,
Without knowing, maybe I gave it away. Who you think was doing this? And then the lady, we go fast forward from 60s then to now. Do you think these people have the same mentality? If they come over here and they act like they got some sense, nobody cares. But what do they go do? Roll it.
the property during the party, I could see there had to been at least 150 to 200 people in the swimming pool.
Off camera, the owner says he listed the house on Booking.com and believed he was renting the mansion on Sapphire Road to a family for the weekend. Instead, it was the target of Project X, a party promoted on social media. The exact address withheld until the day of the event. Within hours, vehicles clogged the street as partygoers arrived.
It had to be hundreds and hundreds of cars, and yeah, just something like this area is really not used to or not honestly equipped for.
Police were called, but the location is in the unincorporated part of Monroe, patrolled by state police, which only enforce state laws, not local ordinances. Still, the town supervisor says she believes the party should have been shut down.
Based on the description of damage, trespassing, what probably was underage drinking, someone found needles that implicated, illicit drug use. I was just shocked that there wasn't probable cause for the state police to respond appropriately.
The party went on until the wee hours of Sunday. By the time the owner arrived from out of town, many neighbors had cleaned up most of the debris on the road.
Well, we all felt horrible for the homeowner. I mean, he put so much effort and energy into building that house into a really beautiful place. I mean, when we saw all the destruction, we just all pitched in and started cleaning up.
The homeowner, town supervisor, and neighbors all expressing relief that no one was hurt in an event that could have ended badly. In Monroe, Marcus Solis, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Let's go to the next clip. This was even more insane. And somebody Airbnb. Roll it.
Bro, this shit wild, bro.
Okay. It's glue up your hand. Bro, what are you talking about? Get money. Yeah.
What did you want with us? What are you doing all this for?
Now, I'm not saying that that's everybody. What I'm saying is that when you put what happened in the 60s on that video into context, you can see what people are saying. You know, I experienced this in my own lifetime. I remember us living in Crowley in Fort Worth, in Texas, living in Crowley. When my dad and them moved over there the first time, it was a nice, beautiful neighborhood. It was mostly white, but it had some diversity because some of us that went to the school, played sports together, we all went over each other's house, middle-class area. They moved the projects in across the railroad tracks on McCart. And that community went downhill. Drug dealing, thugging, robberies. People couldn't even leave their car parked in the yard. People breaking in your cars. I remember people used to walk their dogs up and down that street. And nobody walking their dogs. You see dudes sagging pants, thugging. And then, you know, the football team got better. The sports teams got better. But the community went down. The schools went down. This was a prime place. And I wish that people of color would take some responsibility for their own actions and stop blaming people and just do better. If you took responsibility and say, I'm not going to beat my brother up. That's my brother. I love my brother. We got to stick together as black people. I'm not going to tear my brother down. I'm not going to beat my brother. I'm not going to shoot my brother. I'm not going to rob my brother. I'm not going to rob in my neighborhood. I'm not telling you to go rob white people in the neighborhood, but God dang, you're robbing your own people. And to be quite honest, they would take accountability for their actions and stop blaming everybody else. We wouldn't have this being like this. Because when white people move in, they call it gentrification. When white people move out, they call it white flight. You can't win. They move in and make the community better. They go, oh, it's gentrification. Oh, they putting us all. And now y'all not leveling up. Then the white people live in the community. Y'all start cutting up, they leave. Oh, white flight. Well, you know, if white people were the problem, when they leave, your community should be better, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? We know what the truth is, and I'm not trying to make it racial, but I mean, nobody gonna say it but be Tatum. I think this is important, y'all. I'm building up to my Jubilee debate, black liberal versus me being a conservative. I want y'all to listen to Illinois, what was happening in Illinois in the 60s. This is what white people, this is why I think we've been lied to about history in this country by people who have it in their heart to make money and grift off of division. Martin Luther King was one of those people. And I think Jesse Jackson, rest his soul, Al Sharpton, and all these people are the same type of people. They knew there was money in black people being victims. They knew it was money in suffering. They knew it was money in victimhood. And so they abused the community and show a light so they could always have employment and being the activists. Because when you go back and look at it, I don't think white people were as racist towards black people as they say they were. I think that there were some that were, but I think generally speaking, I don't think white people was tripping like that about black people, the way they try to tell you they were. Listen to this video. Roll it.
How would you feel about Negroes moving in here to Cicero?
Well, I really don't know, but some Negroes are clean and some aren't. And if they move in on this block and they're clean, I would play with them.
Mm-hmm. What does your mom and dad say about it?
Well, they say, well, I really don't know. They don't say too much about it.
Are they enthusiastic or no?
No.
No.
My dad says if they do, well, we're just going to have to move maybe.
Is that your mother up there working?
Yes, it is.
Time
Let's see
out.
if I can.
Look at this propaganda. They've been doing this forever. This ain't organic. Y'all know that, right? Somebody's filming. He's there talking to the daughter. They didn't stage this. He's talking to her, then he's gonna go up the stairs and talk to mama. They already didn't stage this interaction. Now, what the young girl said is if you're an honest person, what the young girl said is no different than anybody say who living in their community. Same thing with black people. Some black people from across the road gonna move over here. No, they in here gangbanging and doing all that. I don't want them in our community. I grew up in an all-black community. We ain't want them. We ain't nobody thugging. Same thing with illegals. Man, they gonna come over here and work and do the right thing. We ain't got no problem. They come over here and they stealing and doing all that. We don't want these people in our community. But we've been conditioned that if white people say it, it's wrong. If black people say it, it's just. Roll the clip.
Talk to her for just a moment. Ma'am, I wonder if I could ask you to come on down the stairs just an instant and talk to me.
Stage.
There's been so much talk recently about Cicero and Negroes and property values. What's your view?
Well, I'm perfectly satisfied with the neighbors we have. We have old homes here. We take very good care of them.
I see that you do.
And when it would come right down to it, I don't think we would object to other neighbors if they would come up to our standards of living.
Or do you think that the fact that a man is a Negro or a woman is a Negro, on the face of it, simply makes them an undesirable neighbor?
No, not really. I have known so many colored people that are so nice. But like I say, I think they have to learn to live the way we do and take care of things.
How do people learn to live that way?
By hard work. We have worked very, very hard for what we have. We've been here 30 years and we didn't get anything for nothing. We worked very hard for what we have and we're still working hard to maintain it.
How would you feel, truly, if a colored family were to move in over there with the washers hanging on the line?
Oh, I don't know. I really couldn't say. I'd probably get along very good with them. If they leave me alone, I leave them alone. I'd be afraid to go out at night.
Afraid to go out at night?
What kind of colored people living around here?
You mean you think they're violent people?
Well, some of them are. There are some that really would be like that, and there are some good ones too. You really couldn't trust any of them.
There are many good colors, and I worked with some of them, and I liked them, and I like this person that I said works at the lounge over there. But there's the ones that are going to march I don't like, and I can't stand, I got no use for.
And when your church tells you human rights?
What the marchers want, they don't want rights. They say they want peaceful coexistence. How can they have peaceful coexistence when there's all this trouble?
Who makes the trouble?
They do, by marching.
If, let's say, 10 or 20 families moved into Cicero, which is a town of 70,000.
They'd get killed.
So, and you know, if you look at that, it looked like they edited it. Where, what was the question that he had asked before that? Anyway, just let's listen. They allegedly went up to random white people, and they pretty much gave the same explanation that any rational person would. We don't care. We really don't care. As long as they come up in here and they work hard and they do this, that's not bizarre in the 60s.